Hello and welcome to PBH 435. This is an online section of Health Studies of Dangerous Drugs. My name is Dr. Sheila Clark. I'm a faculty member here at UNLV, and I will be your instructor for the semester. If you have any questions or either about the course itself or any of the content that we're covering, the best way to reach me is always going to be by email. That's sheila.clark@unlv.edu. I also have my office phone number listed, and then also my office location. That's in the Bigelow Health Sciences building. Now, if you are local and on campus and you have some time to drop by during my office hours, that's Monday and Wednesday, 11:30 to 1:30. I'm also available to talk by phone during that time. So if you are a student who's not in the immediate area, or if you're just not on campus during those hours, feel free to give me a call. And if the time frame 11:30 to 1:30 doesn't work for you on those days, let me know and we can set up a time that works for both of us. In terms of communicating with students, my goal is always to return calls and emails within 24 hours. Typically not on weekends, but during the business week, my goal is always to get back to you within 24 hours. So if you have a question and you haven't heard from me and 24 hours has gone by, it might be worth checking back in. So my goal for this first lecture for this first week is just to go through the syllabus for the class, talk a little bit about our technology tools, and then what a typical week will look like for you as a student in PBH 435 online. So I'm sure you've heard this one before. I do consider the syllabus a contract between me and you, and I do hold you responsible for the contents of the syllabus. Please see me if you have any questions early in the semester so we can get any confusion cleared up and make sure that you're on track to succeed here in the class. I will assume that you can read through that syllabus on your own, so I won't go through it in excruciating detail for this lecture, but just a couple of policies that may be different for me than from other instructors you've worked with before. First of all, extra credit. I do not typically offer extra credit in my classes. I find that the students who do it don't need it, and the students who need it don't do it. You may find an occasional extra credit question on a test or something, but as a rule, I don't offer extra credit to students. Late work in my classes is not accepted. If you submit an assignment after the due date, you will receive 0 points for the assignment. However, I do understand that life can interfere with study, so I have a system of late passes. You have a limited number for the semester, and you'll need to make sure that you know how many you have. But if you do have an assignment that you know you'll be late with, you can use your late pass to get an automatic 4-day extension. Please read up on the syllabus on how that works, and make sure that you know how to notify me and also how many you have remaining if it's something that you're going to be using. And then finally, academic integrity. I did my graduate work at UNLV as well, so I'm also a rebel, and the reputation of our university is very important to me. So I don't tolerate plagiarism. Any written assignment that you turn in this class must be your own work, and if you're using the ideas of others, they must be properly cited. If you have any questions about that, please feel free to let me know. But that is my expectation, that all work submitted in the class will be original. In terms of the points available for the class, 2 quick things that you'll need to do at the beginning of the semester here in this first week. A quiz on the contents of the syllabus, and then a quick post introducing yourself to your classmates. So there's 20 easy points you could earn by the end of this week. Now, we're using an electronic learning tool called LearnSmart that's published along with our textbook, and you'll be able to earn 10 points for each chapter, so 18 chapters, 180 points for completing those LearnSmart assignments, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a minute. Most weeks you will also have a discussion question that you'll need to submit, and that will be worth a total of 10 points, 6 points for the main post, and then the remaining 4 points for 2 replies to your classmates. We'll do 3 written assignments. Those will be worth 20 points each. And then we'll have 3 exams throughout the semester for 50 points apiece. That'll give us a total of 530 points for the semester. Graduate students will also be responsible for a separate paper, 8 to 10 pages worth 50 points. And we'll talk a bit more about that with graduate students as the time frame approaches. So I talked a little bit about technology tools. In order to successfully complete this class, you must have access to WebCampus, obviously, and you'll also need a device with audio so you can listen to the recorded lectures. You'll be receiving an email from me if you have not already that I'm sending out through WebCampus. If you do not receive that email by Tuesday of this week, please talk to the help desk, figure out which email WebCampus is sending your email to, because I do use it regularly and communicate through WebCampus. So you'll want to make sure that you have that contact email set up correctly. And accordingly, when we talk about student emails, the university requires that any contact I have with you through email comes through your Rebel Mail address. Just to make sure that I'm keeping your educational records private, I need to be sure that I'm speaking to you when I'm talking to you by email. And the only way I can be confident of that is if you're using your Rebel Mail account. So please double check, make sure you have WebCampus linked to your Rebel Mail account, and make sure you get that email from me. If you're having any technology problems with WebCampus or with your Rebel Mail, you can call our help desk, 895-0777, and they'll be able to help you out. Now, our other technology tool, LearnSmart, this is the one that's attached to your textbook. This is an interactive, smart learning tool that I've gotten great feedback from students about. Basically, all you'll have to get is an online access code. I've got some directions on WebCampus about the best way to get that, but you don't need to purchase the textbook unless you want to. Basically, you'll work through WebCampus to get to these electronic learning modules. There'll be 1 to 2 a week, and they're each worth 10 points. Those connections instructions are in the Start Here folder on WebCampus, and they'll explain how to use that online access code that you purchase to link your smart learning tool to WebCampus. If you have any questions with that part of the technology, the McGraw-Hill LearnSmart tool, or Connect, which it's also called, then you'll want to contact McGraw-Hill Tech Support, 800-331-5094. Now, if you reach out to either the WebCampus folks or the LearnSmart folks with a question that belongs to the other group, they will send you to the appropriate people. But just if you're looking to start in the right place, anything related to the LearnSmart tool starts with McGraw-Hill Tech Support. Anything related to WebCampus or Rebel Mail, you'll want to go to our own help desk at 895-0777. This will all make a lot more sense as you start to dig into it and get your LearnSmart access code connected, but please let me know if you have any questions. It'll be important to have those tools in place so that you can start earning points here in class. So it is a technology-based class. We have to acknowledge that technology issues are going to occur. Computers do make our lives easier, and they can also make them really complicated at times. If you are having a technology challenge for this online class, please make sure that you let me know as soon as possible. Anytime there's an assignment due, and you feel like the deadline might be passed before you can get your problem solved, let me know as soon as you're concerned. Anytime that you can reach out to me before the deadline passes to let me know, my reaction is always going to be a lot more positive. I'll also probably look for documentation that you reached out to the appropriate tech support staff, so having an issue number or some kind of documentation that you've talked to a technical expert will also help your case if you're looking for an extension on an assignment. So please, if you're having technology issues, make sure you let me know so that I can adjust my expectations accordingly. Okay, so in terms of what a typical week would look like here in our class, first you're going to complete the assigned reading. That's either going to be through a physical textbook if that's what you decide to purchase, or you can just use the online ebook. And then you'll complete the LearnSmart module that goes with that reading. So this is a set of questions through that smart learning tool. Most weeks you'll have, all weeks you'll have one, some weeks you'll also have two. And those will be due Friday at 3 p.m. Typically they're available for about 2 weeks before the due date. And you'll have those every week except for weeks when we have exams. There'll also be a lecture posted online. It will have slides and audio, and you can use that to complete an accompanying study guide. These are not submitted for credit. There's no points attached to these, but these are the very best way to prepare for our exams. So after you do the reading and complete the LearnSmart module, then go ahead and listen to that lecture and complete the study guide. You'll also have to complete a discussion post. Those will be worth 10 points per week. For the purposes of discussion, our class is divided into groups of about 8 people, and I've got some guidelines on how to write a high-quality discussion post in the Start Here folder on WebCampus. So this will give you some guidelines if you're looking to make sure that your discussion post meets the standards to get an A, and you'll see exactly what I'm looking for. Now, I do divide up the deadlines. Your main post must be done by Tuesday at midnight, so it'll be available starting Friday. and we'll look for a main post by Tuesday at midnight. This will be worth 6 of the 10 points that are available. And then you'll also need to compose 2 replies to your group members by Friday at 3. So you've got 2 separate deadlines, Tuesday at midnight, Friday at 3 p.m. Main post, Tuesday at midnight, and then 2 replies to members of your group by Friday at 3. So you do get 4 points for those replies. They do definitely need to be more substantial than nice post. I like what you said. Show us that you've read your classmates' posts, that you have some kind of intelligent response, ask a question, answer a question, that sort of thing. And that's how you'll earn the other 4 points that are available out of the total of 10. So that's your typical week. You got your assigned reading, you got your LearnSmart module 1 or 2 due Friday by 3. You'll want to listen to the lecture and complete the study guide, and then you'll also need to do your main discussion post by Tuesday at midnight, and then 2 replies to group members by Friday at 3. If you have any questions about how that would work, please let me know. For this particular week, we have a slightly different set of tasks. First of all, look for that email from me and make sure that you know what email WebCampus is using to email you. And then you'll want to set up your McGraw-Hill Connect account so that you can access those LearnSmart assignments. Again, please check the instructions on WebCampus. They'll take you through step by step, click by click, make sure that you can get to that technology tool through WebCampus. You've got 2 deliverables for the week. You'll want to take the syllabus quiz and then also do your introduction post, both of those by Friday at 3 p.m. So that will wrap up our lecture for the first week of class. Please let me know if you have any problems with accomplishing any of those technology tasks. I'd be happy to help you out, and I'll look forward to getting to know you over the course of the semester.